This weekend will provide a chance for the Greater West Bloomfield community to help take care and clean up our roads with the Adopt a Road cleanup event. The event will be starting at 9 a.m. on the dot, so bright and early, and the meeting place will be at the West Bloomfield Fire Station #1, just off of Orchard Lake Road. Fire Chief Greg Flynn of the West Bloomfield Fire Department joins us now on the Splash Live to tell us more. Greg, good morning.
Good morning, Jake. How are you?
Really good. So happy to have you with us and really excited to be getting into this conversation because this program has been going on for quite some time. How long has the West Bloomfield Fire Department been involved in this kind of community cleanup effort?
Well, the great thing about this is it's highlighting my membership, if you will, as one of the members of the community with the Optimist Club. And so really by virtue of me being a member of the Optimist and my role here with the fire department, it really marries the sense of community together and brings that civic group together with just the location for parking and kind of assembling to do the cleanup. But this really is the Optimist Club and the opportunity for anyone to join with the Optimists and create a brighter, more beautiful landscape along that Orchard Lake Road from Pontiac Trail all the way down to Walnut Lake. And we've been doing this now, Jake, for I've been involved with it for the past 5 years, and they've had that road adopted for longer than that. But we try to do a spring and a fall cleanup and just keep that section of road looking clean.
That's right, and that's what everybody wants. You want to make sure that every area of Greater West Bloomfield looks clean and, more importantly, safe for everybody who's driving along the road. And you touched on this just a little bit a second ago, but what impact have previous cleanup events had on the local area and community morale?
Well, the spring cleanup is typically the biggest because this is over the winter months, everything that kind of the snow plows and things that have collected, the spring winds and all of that kind of push a lot of things off, just off the road and into some of the brush and stuff just outside of the sidewalk. So I will tell you, years ago, 5-6 years ago when we first started, the bags were numbered 30, 40 bags of trash in that over a mile stretch of road. Our last cleanup, I think our total bags were somewhere around 11. So clearly the impact of regular cleanup in these areas reduces the amount of trash. And I think that's the big takeaway. The regular upkeep of these roadways makes for just a very brief outdoor come together, do a quick cleanup, and we can keep that stretch of road looking great. And many hands make that work very, very light to do when we're out and about like that.
You are absolutely right. And as I said a moment ago, this is taking place this Saturday, and it's going to be starting at 9 a.m., very, very early. But I was at the event last year, and I saw lots of people coming out. What do you expect the turnout to be this year for this event?
Well, Saturday mornings are valuable to everybody, especially those that work the Monday through Friday. So we do understand that. We hope that the 9 a.m. is not too early so that it's not discouraging, but early enough where you can come out and maybe donate 75 to 90 minutes of your time and get a nice walk in. The weather, I think, from what I'm looking at, Jake, looks like a nice 60 for the high. So I'm expecting in the morning we'll probably be in the high 40s, mid 50s. So very comfortable to be out and about. We've had pretty dry weather, so I'm not expecting it to be wet. And it really is just a great opportunity, young and old, families to come out. And what we'll do is we'll assemble at Fire Station 1, so it's a great opportunity as well to get a quick peek at those fire trucks that belong to the community. And then we split up and we send some groups north to Pontiac Trail and make the loop back. And when they get back, we just ask them to, if their yellow vests or their reflective vest, put them back in the container, and then they're free to go. So it really is a work at your own pace, and when you're done, you're done. And it's just a great opportunity to get out. That longer stretch going from Fire Station 1 down to Walnut Lake, that is a little bit more of a walk. But again, sidewalks on the east side of the road. The west side is more so a grassy area and some stretches of just kind of natural landscape, if you will.
That's right, but there's a lot of area to cover, and by splitting up the group, you can cover way more ground and help pick up a lot more trash. For those just joining us right now on the Splash Live, we have Fire Chief Greg Flynn of the West Bloomfield Fire Department telling us about the Adopt a Road spring cleanup event that's going to be taking place this Saturday at 9 a.m. Now, of course, with events like these and with handling a lot of trash on the ground, of course, there can be some things that might be a little harmful and might be a little dangerous to handle. So are there any safety precautions or guidelines volunteers should be aware of before participating?
Well, the biggest thing, two things, Jake. We're going to provide the reflective high visibility vests for everyone. We have lots of those that the Road Commission, Oakland County Road Commission provides to the club as part of our agreement for the cleanup. We provide the orange trash bags that Oakland County will be looking for to pick up along the road. So what we would like you to bring is comfortable footwear that can make it into tall grass or wet grass, so something that's appropriate for that, and your own gloves. While we may have a few pair of gloves, finding a set of gloves that fits your hands and all of those kinds of things that are comfortable can be a little bit challenging. So the right footwear and the right gloves, and then by all means, whatever coat or sweatshirt or hoodie you want to wear based on the temperature that day. And we encourage layers because as you're moving out and about and the morning progresses, it's likely to get warmer. But I think those are all things that people that enjoy West Bloomfield for the parks and the trails and the outdoor side of things, I think they're very well versed in that. And it's just going to be a great morning. We hope to see many volunteers and potentially, as an Optimist Club member, an opportunity for people to explore what it's like to be part of the Optimist Club and maybe consider some membership opportunities and joining us for other events like our holiday happiness event that the Splash has covered that we do right around the holiday. So more opportunities to just learn more about the Optimists as well.
Of course, get a chance to see what they do for the community and possibly join them in helping out and supporting their mission. So Greg, with working alongside these roads, I'm curious, what are some of the most common types of litter and debris that you tend to come across during these cleanup events?
Oh, I think it's our fast food packaging is the most. So lids, and it depends on where we are. You know, there's certain stretches where there's certain, and I'm not blaming these commercial districts, but where there might be more traffic and just more people loading or unloading things, you know, near grocery stores and stuff. You know, our friends at Kroger do a great job of cleaning that area up, but the wind blows things and moves things around. So anytime we're in a commercial area, there seems to be just a little bit more of the candy wrappers and stuff like that. And then along the wider stretches, it really does seem to be that some people make some poor choices in allowing some of that fast food debris, the wrappings and packaging to blow out. Aside from that, I would say construction type stuff, the things that maybe were in the back of a service vehicle or a construction vehicle and just kind of broke loose and blew out of the back of a pickup or other large vehicle. And that's what we do. We're there to pick that up and keep West Bloomfield beautiful.
That's great, and that's awesome to hear of what you're doing to help clean up this community. Now, we're going to be seeing probably a wide variety of residents stopping by to helping to pick up the trash. I want to know, how do you engage younger members of the community, like the kiddos, in events like this and getting them excited about taking care of the environment?
Well, I find it a little challenging to keep up with them because often they want to find the trash first. And so they tend to get out front and locate all of it, which makes a job for someone like me a lot easier. But we like to keep our eyes on them. I think it's a great opportunity to teach safety and what we refer to in the fire service as situational awareness, you know, understanding the flow of traffic, understanding kind of when it would be appropriate to grab something from the curb and not try to put yourself in harm's way. But these are all opportunities to teach our youth how to be smart around these areas and not to be afraid of them. And I think maybe even some of our words here, we're making it sound a little more dramatic than what it is. It really is a great opportunity for families to engage. But If they are younger kids, Jake, we really do want an adult that is familiar with that child. So this isn't a drop off a young child and then assume that we're going to have people to keep an eye on them. People show up, and at 9 a.m., most people are ready to go, and we're starting to send groups out. So, by 9:10, 9:15, if you show up at the fire station, you're likely to already see those yellow vests in motion making their way up and down Orchard Lake Road. And I would make the offer too, if there's a stretch of road that you have and you want to stop in and grab a couple of those orange bags to pick up trash, I'd be happy to accommodate that as long as folks can be there, just before at that 9 a.m. hour. Because anywhere we can pick up trash in Oakland County is going to really help move things along and keep it beautiful.
That's absolutely right. And you're certainly right about making sure that someone is there to watch the kids, because keep in mind, you're going to be working right alongside a very busy road. You don't want anybody running in between traffic and risking something else horrible happening. Greg, really appreciate this conversation. One more question before we let you go. Is there a long-term goal for these cleanup efforts here in Greater West Bloomfield?
Well, I think there's a few of them. The one I would share with you, Jake, is that it's our community, and it's important to instill the values of the role that each and every one of us play in the greater view of our community. And so we take a lot of pride in our front and backyards, or the view of the lake, or your pool, or just the natural scenery of West Bloomfield. But we also have a commitment to the areas and these public spaces and open spaces that we all travel through, and to invest an hour of your time once or twice a year to that cause and be outside and getting exercise and meeting other people in the community seems like a pretty good return on an investment. So we hope that's a long-term goal of it, and bringing out the best in the community, and that's what the Optimists are all about.
That's right. Lots of great opportunities to come from such a simple event like helping to clean up the roads. Greg, thank you so much for joining us today here on the Splash Live.
You bet. Take care.